wonderful, ladies.
Fantastic. I am such a big fan, so I just have to say that.
Thank you. This is so wonderful because this movie, you know, we know a lot about Malcolm X. We know a lot about Dr. Martin Luther King. We don't know a lot about Betty Shabazz and Coretta Scott King, and it was so wonderful looking at the friendship between these two women. So, I mean, you know, doing this movie, what did you learn about them that you didn't know before?
Oh, well, number one, the friendship. I think growing up, we know the daughters, and as an actress, I know that the eldest daughters of both had a performance piece that they took around. So you were like, oh, that's nice. The children are friends. But I never extrapolated that back that the mothers were. And I think it's amazing that their shared, you know, tragedy and the fact that they're women and nurturing and mothers of children, that they were able to, you know, to bond.
Right. And I didn't know that Betty was a professional dancer, that she loved to dance. And I didn't know that Coretta was wanted to be an opera singer. So that was new to me. And I didn't know they were friends. Like, this really blew me away.
Really
that
good friends.
Yeah.
And Betty Shabazz had a really big sense of humor.
Yeah, she was a joker.
Yeah.
So I had to really try to get into character for that because I'm not a joker like that. But, you know.
Well, and Mary, so last year you were in Rock of Ages musical. This was a drama. How was that different for you?
It's really different because the character in Rock of Ages was, you know, sassy and, you know, she worked in a strip club. So you can't take her seriously. But Betty was strong and nurturing and determined not to see her family suffer. And she really, really looked up to Coretta. Like, that was her savior. You know?
She did a wonderful job. And I know I remember one day coming to the trailer, you know, after one particular scene, because we know the unfortunate way that Betty passed away, and it so touched Mary one day. I mean, you live with these characters, you live with this moment, and you know, it was just...
And the one thing we love about you, Mary, even through your songs, you wear your heart right there on your sleeve. So even when your emotion, when you're in concert, you know, you have people in tears when you sing. But, you know, these two men had both their ideological differences. You know, you had Martin Luther King, who was about integration and nonviolence, and you had Malcolm X, who was more about being separate and self-defense. So you had two women who also had different beliefs. How the heck did they get together and become like best friends?
I think ultimately, although like you said, the ideologies were different, but the intent at the center of it was the same. And that was about, you know, this country standing up to its principles about Black people being, you know, enfranchised and free. So they both had, the intent was the same. The way they went about it was different.
Now, Mary, you know, this is a piece that you executive produced.
Yes.
Given everything that you learned, was it something you felt, we got to do this story because these are stories that have to come out? What made you say, this is the one I want to do?
Well, because women never get a chance. You know, when they're behind powerful men, they never get a chance to tell their stories and what they're dealing with. You know, what if, you know, so many powerful women got a chance to speak. I mean, women that stand behind powerful men got a chance to speak. I wanted people to see what Betty and Coretta had to deal with, you know, and how, you know, everyone's not so perfect. You know, they expose it in, you know, the film and how those women, how Coretta dealt with that. And that's what so many women, that's what I wanted out there. And the fact that those women, oh God.
But wait a minute.
Those women put all their their husbands' differences aside to look at the bigger picture.
So in a way, they were able to go even beyond what their husbands were able to accomplish.
Well,
and the
that's
fact
women
that
all over, baby.
their legacies, and we still talk about them
Well, wait a minute, stick around, because we have some more stuff to talk about with you. We're going to be back with more with Angela Bassett and Mary J Blige.